Yo, prison's long, bruv. I ain't gonna lie, bruv. It's fucking long, bruv. Like, I only got like 3 GCSEs out of 5. I think that's it. And I got kicked out of school as well. That was like media, English, and art. One that shows that I'm more like creative than anything, and 2, like it shows that whatever I chose to put my energy and focus into, I created. And I think life will bring you to a point where you look around and realize you gotta look at yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? Because whatever you've been looking around that ain't satisfying you, innit? Otherwise you wouldn't be in that situation that you find yourself in, whatever it be, with people or material or whatever. Not, you know what I'm trying to say? So I became aware of a battle with my demons. I'm not saying that I've overcome, or you know, because that's a way of saying that nobody's perfect, and but to become aware means that there's a job to do, a task. And yeah, like, so the way I see life now is like a shop full of clothes and shit. Like, are you gonna go in there and buy the same drop and rock it every day, 365?
Please like, comment and subscribe on my YouTube channel. I am building. We are building. This is for the community. This is for the people. Yeah. Please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. More episodes coming out soon. Some stories start in the light. His began in fire. Born in Congo to a teenage mother forced into marriage. Raised in East London where pain wore many faces. Racism, rejection, and the raw reality of survival. He wasn't taught English, he was taught silence. He wasn't given toys, he was given responsibility. By the age of 8, he already had been burned, literally and metaphorically. By 17, he had 7 indictments, but 31, he'd served 14 years. This is not a tale of crime. This is a story of the system, the streets, and the soul who made it out. From hospitals to holding cells, from skin grafts to solitude, from a child of war to a man of wisdom. Today, he is no longer surviving. He is stay free. And this is GloTalks. Hello and welcome to GloTalks, bro.
Yeah, man.
How you doing?
I'm alright, man.
How's your journey here?
It was okay. It was different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to really delve into your story, you know, because I believe your story is a deep one, you know, and a lot of people are probably not even aware of some of the things that you've had to go through to be where you are today. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. The first thing I'd like to start is, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at when you was born in Congo. Tell me a bit more about that.
I'm not gonna lie, my memory's kind of fuzzy because obviously we're talking youth. I think we're like the earliest I could have, it's just photographic like memories. So me holding like either my parents' hand, the temperature, it's just, it feels that will trigger these kind of like flashback and like photographic kind of memories of sorts, but it starts to become more visual and moving as we enter Europe. Yeah. So then I can start saying, so because I came in kind of young, innit? Like,
how old was you when you came in?
I think like 5, 6. Yeah. Definitely single digits.
Same age as me.
Yeah. Imagine. Yeah. So it was like that. Yeah.
What was it like? Obviously, being brought up by a single mum, who was in an arranged marriage also. As a child, did you feel any type of energy in the house that wasn't right?
If there was any kind of like energy, I feel like I won't say that I felt anything like that. I think, you know what? Let me just jump straight with this. Like, I've got something called Asperger's. Like, or I deal with something called Asperger's. It's a form of like autism or anything. So from as young as I can remember, like my body cues and what I recognize as social acceptances or
repellents like are not the same as anyone else's. So that's what I would say. So what I can remember from my youth with my mum, my young mum, was I never saw nothing. Like I never saw nothing. I never saw no violence between her and my father. But I did feel, so same when my mum was hurting, I do even now as I'm thinking like I do feel her pain, like, because there was couples like situations that we've spoken about that, like, say in hindsight, in adolescence, adulthood, we talk back on it and she reminds me like, and then, oh yeah, the energy, the feeling comes with it. Like, I do remember being stuck outside the house with you on Christmas Day and it was snowing and you being sad. I do remember you asking me whether I wanted to come to England or not, that choice. As you know, even though the choice was probably ultimately governed by the adult, but I do remember her asking me that. I do remember having that it's just me and you kind of feeling against the world. I do remember that.
Obviously, you said that you've got Asperger's.
Yeah.
For the viewers who don't know what Asperger's is, do you want to explain to them what exactly it is?
So, it's a neurodivergent. I don't want to call it issue. It's under the umbrella or conglomerate of neurodivergence, more commonly known as autism. Picture autism as like a triangle pyramid of sorts. And upon that pyramid, on each corner, there is a stage of functioning, you know?
Yeah.
And Asperger's, from what I understand, it was like a middle ground. Like, so it's, because some people that suffer of Asperger's, live with Asperger's or autism, they might suffer from sensory cues, sensory overload. Some people can't make eye contact. Some people can't speak properly. Some people, you know, are sensitive to noise and stimuli or even compulsions, like in behavior, it can lead to. So with Asperger's, it was called high functioning autism. So which kind of essentially, because everything with trauma that attached to it, because they held me back with parole from that because of these things. Like, I had to study it, understand it, and I'm like, you could have said this to me at the beginning.
Yeah. How do you feel your Asperger's affects you?
I had to deal with it, like, in a sense where I come from an African household, the culture even, and it's not generally recognized. So I've had to do my own study, my own research into it, more through mistakes, through going against society's norms, and then realizing where the clash came, how I got it wrong, and that. So in hindsight, I've spent a lot of time in introspection and just looking backwards. Like, yeah.
You came to England as a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah.
You moved to East London straight away. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
What was that like for you, that transition from East London or from Congo to East London? What do you remember?
Yeah, like, I just remember that kind of, I just saw it as, I just remember that playground feeling, like that. I had an expansive mind, an expansive, like, energy about me from young. Like, I just saw it all as a giant playground ready to explore.
Yeah.
So I do remember asking a lot of questions for every tree I saw. I asked for every time the sky was blue. I asked my mum, like, why is the sky blue? Or if it rained, which is, again, something that was kind of new to me.
Yeah.
I was like, Mum, why is it raining? And I remember being told that God is crying, and taking it on and believing it for a few years. And you get told this as well.
Yeah.
You know, that people are wicked. Yeah, my mummy was, that was the one. So yeah, I just a joyful, it was very like, just like a kid in a candy store. Yeah.
So coming from Congo as a young boy and moving to East London, did you speak any English?
Nah.
You didn't speak any English at all?
Nah, not a word.
So what was that like for you then, having to learn a whole new language and having Asperger's? Surely that must have been very difficult.
not even, to be honest. Like, this is where, so what I would say is, from everything that I wasn't good at, I kind of made up in other areas of life. So yeah, okay, I wasn't the best at, you know, the like the eye contact or the whatever it is, but I was good at listening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when I heard in mimicking, so from as young as I can remember, like my comedy game, my mimicking game was kind of yeah, you get what I mean? It was funny. Yeah, like my sisters used to always laugh, and my family. So when I came to England, it was easy to kind of copy their language, if you get what I'm saying, as they said it. Yeah, naturally, I had French as well on my side, which was like a cousin to the English language.
Yeah.
So those kind of words I caught onto kind of quickly, but it's the accent, the pronunciation of things that I would say that made it difficult for English. Within 6 months, I thought I learned it.
Saying you learned it very quick.
Yeah.
I don't really know how long it took me to learn English, to be honest, but I think maybe by the time I got to like year 6, I was pretty confident at speaking English. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what was the household like? You've moved here with, was it just you and your mum?
So by the time that we came here, there was another sibling as well, So it was there, me and my sister.
Oh, the younger sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was you, your younger sister, and your mum living together?
Yeah.
And what was that like for you and your mum, having that transition from Congo to England?
It was okay, because I see it as like, if it was in a car, or a plane, it was autopilot, i.e. if my life was, it would be in autopilot at that time, where mum was just, you know, everything. You literally would wake up, mum's waking us up, like we're going to school, so the shopping, we're with her, I'm helping her bring back the shopping. Like, it's very, if she says we go sleep, we're going to sleep, you know what I mean? It was just mum governed by parents and that.
You was a real unit.
Yeah, we was, and it's like a pass down as well, so I took on the direct responsibilities, but anything that I couldn't, my sister would kind of, you know what I mean?
Take on.
Yeah.
So your weaknesses was kind of her strengths?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And then growing up on the estate, I'm guessing, what area in East London did you grow up in?
A borough called Newham and Canning Town, Custom House. And we moved into like the Beckton areas later.
And what was that like for yourself? Obviously, you're not aware of where you're growing up in, but when you became age appropriate enough to actually be aware of your surroundings, what was that like for you?
Racist, man.
Was it?
Yeah, man. It was dark, man. Yeah, it was. That's my first. I have to say it. Like, I love the nostalgia it brings, like the morals it kind of installs as well. The early lessons, but damn, the 90s were not nice, man. In Canning Town specifically, yeah.
What? Tell me about a racist incident that you was in or you experienced.
I've never been able to answer this question, so it's good to kind of like be able to ask this question. So, one of my earliest memories here in that area, to be honest, was like, so you know the flats, like, and you've got the balconies. So when you come out of your immediate door for your house, you're not like standing in the sky. There's a balcony.
Yeah.
And if you go over, you could look over the balcony. There might be a floor below you. So it's one of those 2-floored ones. And as you're gonna go to the stairs to go downstairs, there's like a bin chute. You know, like where you throw it and then there's a refuse. It goes all the way down some tunnel like thing into the big bin downstairs. Yeah. So that's what we had in the flat. And I used to always remember, there was always people, because we was the last house before you get to the bin chute. Yeah. I used to always remember like rubbish, because we had a see-through door, like glass. It was like, you know, them glasses that you can't see through it though, but it's glass. Yeah. So tempered or something. Yeah. Yeah. I see the bag outline from it, and when I would open the door, there was naturally rubbish, and it's not ours. It's other people leaving it there. Yeah. I remember saying it to my mum, like, why, like, what's going on with that? And I remember my mum saying, like, yo, just the neighbors, and the neighbors are racist. It's the first time I heard that word. So I'm like, what's that? And she's like, it's like, it's where people don't like you for your skin or something like that. I have to laugh because I've learned to laugh through at things that kind of naturally instill trauma. But yeah, it was horrid. And I said, why? She said she didn't have a reason for it. So that's why it's a good question. I just put it down to mental health or whatever. I don't know. Now in adulthood, but back then I had no idea for it. Why?
Obviously, growing up in Newham, East London is a very Cockney area, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? East Ender, that kind of attitude, the Cray brothers, that kind of attitude. So I can definitely understand how it would have been racist. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if we was the first generation of ethnics but it was kind of still new, because if I compare it to today, it's totally different. So yeah, maybe it was a nice, like, the invasion.
Seeing what you saw growing up and seeing racism from early, knowing your background coming from Congo, how did you come to peace with that, or how did you even deal with your neighbors?
I never saw color. That was the best way to explain it. So whatever chip they had on their shoulder, it had yet to affect me or reach me. I wasn't even aware of it. Like, even after the explanation of racism, I have to personally encounter it for me to have a grasp on it. So that's just my mum's take on whatever was going on. So until then, I was still outside. I was playing out. I had my white friends, my neighbors, my first white girlfriend. And it was only up until the times where you knock on the white girlfriend's house and, yo, what's going on with that queen? Who's that queen outside? Oh, what? And then again, you have to ask, what's this queen thing? Queen means, Jungle Bunny. There's so many colorful names.
But that they'll call us.
I'm telling you. Yeah, Jungle Bunny. The N-word was like later in life, I heard that.
So you had a white girlfriend?
Yeah, my first girlfriend. Man, I was like age 7.
Okay, yeah, bloody hell. Then girlfriends from young.
I came through the country of love or something. I was speaking French, innit?
Saying the country, the language of love. I hear you still. And your girlfriend at the time, her parents was actually racist towards you. Not directly, indirectly.
Not even the immediate parents, it was the grandparents, to be honest.
Oh, Lord,
Granddad wasn't too feeling it.
Yeah,
granddad didn't like it.
You go to primary school?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Nice, brilliant. I had a thing for... Again, I didn't know that I was going through the Asperger stuff or whatever it was. So I had a thing for entertaining myself, like, because I felt like the curriculum wasn't kind of bringing nothing to me. So I do remember being a bit of a Bart Simpson archetype of a character. So not a bad child. Like, I'm not. I don't want to hurt nobody. But at the same time, I wanna expand. I wanna, like, what's going on? That you keep him in this classroom. There's so many classrooms. I wanted to go outside and see what's going on in the other classrooms. So I want to go to the toilet, and that take very long. So they have to send someone to look for me, or after playtime, I take really long to come back in. They have to come to the bushes, because there's like a bushes in our playground. I'll always be lurking there, trying to make fire. Yeah.
When did you get diagnosed with your Asperger's?
Secondary school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was that because primary school teachers picked it up, or they didn't?
I got kicked out of primary school.
They kicked you out?
In the end.
And what was that for?
Delinquency, setting fire.
Okay.
I was successful, so I was trying every time they saw me, but then...
You're successful in the fire?
Yeah.
What was you burning?
Just the bushes. I just wanted to see what would happen if I set fire to it.
Yeah. So then they kicked you out. After that, obviously, you put a lot of kids' lives at risk.
Yeah, you know what? It was a build-up of things, because they liked me because I was always good at art, English, PE. Like, I was a bit fast and a fast thinker. So when it was time for me to explain myself, they used to always, like, it was, you know what I mean? If you, like, forgive me in a sense, that I looked like I wasn't capable of the stuff that I was doing. So yeah, in the end, I got hit outside by a car outside my school gates.
Okay.
This is literally after that. I don't remember going back to that school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was already in trouble already then. Like,
What year was that when
I was 8 years old, so I don't know what year that comes with. Yeah.
year 8 in school? I'm guessing at the top of my head, you was probably like in year 4.
No, year 8. Oh, I was 8 years old. I said year 8.
Yeah.
I was 8 years old, so that would make me year 4 possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, that was my bad. I think I said it wrong. But
Okay.
being an 8-year-old and being kicked out of school, what did your mum have to say about that?
My mum was my mum and my dad. I was scared, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't want to get mummy in trouble, but she was a disciplinarian, authoritarian, and I was scared to kind of cross lines.
Yeah.
Type stuff. Yeah.
You said you had an accident outside your school.
Yeah.
What? You just crossed the road not looking?
Exactly that. Yeah. I'm just so expansive, so eager to just like wherever distracted me. I've got a puppy now. I think back, it was like that. It's just the way he moves, the scattiness. Like I get told every day, cross, look left and right, and yeah.
And then you never went to school again.
Not
primary
to that,
school.
definitely not to that primary school.
You go to a different primary school?
I did, and it was for the remaining year. Yeah.
So what was that like as a new student in a new school, and you're on the last year of primary school?
By then, I'm a bit more self-aware. So by then, like, I'd realised that I haven't got a dad through get like little bickering in the playground or something, or when like someone troubles one of my siblings. Because by then we had my cousin come to live with us from Congo. So then, but he's like my brother. Like, I never really see the difference. But yeah, by then I had to explain myself for the lack of fatherhood. I.e., I get a complaint in the playground from one of the siblings. I go and deal with that, and I met with like, yo, I'm gonna call my dad. You know what I mean? And then there's no one for me to kind of. So I realized then that some form of something had to be done to make up for that. Yeah.
Clearly, you had to be the man in the house from early. Being the older brother to your little sister and the only boy to your mum. A lot of pressure must have been on you. Did you feel that pressure?
I never saw it as pressure because, unfortunately, I saw that as life. I thought that was the case in every household. You know, by that point, I'm just still on the estate. I'm still in the playground.
Yeah.
So I'm not aware. I'm thinking every beauty came with comparison. Beauty was measured in comparison with me. Once I spoke to people is when I realized, something might not be normal. Yeah.
Having a neurodivergent condition and growing up in a new country, trying to get to know people, ups and downs, what was it like for you to actually deal with the conditions you have and be on the estate?
Everything came through pain, to be honest. Like bits of joy, and but the joy came from detachment. So, and I can explain it. So on the estate, you meet your first groups of children when you're playing out with them and whatever, not run outs or whatever, or not. When it's time to have jokes and make jokes, and that, like, my jokes was a bit too eccentric or a bit too different, or, you know, when you're entertaining what could be's and thoughts, and that mine was, oh, you went too far, man. Like, oh, this is crazy. You know, so I was used to, and so I found peace and solitude from early. So I lived near airport at one stage.
Yeah.
London City Airport.
Yeah.
I used to see the planes, and I used to go there a lot to daydream, and I'm good at drawing. I'll go and draw the planes.
Yeah.
I'll draw like what I could see and think, and that was the times where I would get like little pieces, like on,
So from a young age, you started to realize what what was for you and what helped you think and what helped you concentrate.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is a good thing, you know, because I feel like having a condition that you have, what I've learnt by other people who has similar conditions is that you're smart, but you're just smart in different ways.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I've learned to accept that.
Do you know what I'm saying? You have to learn to accept that, because your vision, you might look at something and see it completely different.
Perception. Yeah.
And I might look at something and not see it how you see it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've realised as well, like, people say things like, oh, he's got autism, or he's got this, he's got that. But these people are really smart.
Yeah. I don't feel like they're people that should be written off. Because for me, when the concept was first introduced to me, again, from being from the background I'm from, it was alien to me.
Yeah.
I remember being shocked. I remember dismissing it, like, when you're talking about kind of stuff. 16, 15-year-old, set up 3 interviews, accompanied by my mum. Some lady asking me multitude of repetitive questions. I'm seeing the pattern.
Yeah.
A pattern match. Things make sense to me after a pattern.
Yeah.
And so I said to the lady, I'm not coming back for the 3rd interview. She thought I was joking.
Yeah.
But at that point then, I'd run away from home. My offending got me incarcerated before I could.
How old was you when you ran away from home?
16, because of the lack of grey area.
Yeah.
My mum told me to leave the house.
Yeah.
And I never, if someone says something to me,
You just
and
do it.
and with the life I've had with the hypervigilance up until then, I was okay. He must mean this. So I left.
And before you left your mum's house, before it got to where it got to, how was secondary school at?
Secondary school was kind of an extension of primary school. In the sense where same jovial outlook into it.
Yeah.
Expansive again. Now I've got a bigger playground now to play with. My English is XP's up, so I can communicate back now. I ain't got to worry about introducing myself through violence. Yeah. So I went in school, and that just, it was, I was very humbled and happy with the fact that I could pick what to study.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, and then as soon as I saw media or art, like, or French or something like that, I was like, I want to.
I want to do it.
Yeah, I want to do those things, and I actually enjoyed it and looked forward to those things. Like, yeah.
So when you went to secondary school, you're saying you really focused more on your education. You didn't allow, you learnt your lesson from primary school, really.
Yeah.
And also you done your GCSEs.
Yeah, but it wasn't a conscious decision to study those things. I've always lacked that water off a duck's back phrase, because I just wanted to do something that felt effortless. Yeah. Yeah, so when I was mismatching me and putting me in German or humanities or etc., I felt like my time and energy was being squandered. So I would start causing problems or distracting the extension of primary school. Yeah. So that's where it came. So therefore they honed that and understood that from early and really forced me into the stuff that I was good at. Hence the Asperger's and all that, sending me off for that. Yeah. Because I spent a lot of time in internal exclusion, exclusion, Bart Simpson. So they don't want to expel me, but they just like, because they can see when I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah. They didn't give up on you as easy.
Yeah. Especially media.
Yeah. No, that's good. And you passed your GCSEs?
Only those ones that had faith in me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my English teacher was also my media teacher, so she got 2 in 1. Yeah. And got me passed with those. And French, I got kicked out. I never got to kind of master it. Yeah. Like on a set of paper accreditation. But yeah.
You finished secondary school at the age of 15?
Yeah, I did, because I got kicked out.
You got kicked out in year 11?
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you get kicked out?
Misbehavior, misbehavior, a build-up of delinquent patterns.
I thought you was doing well, you know. So, yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm doing well, but it's just raw potential. But in the end, the straw that broke the camel's back was a build-up of these small acts. So from year 7 up until year 11 is only, and then the acts was becoming more extreme. I guess I was seeing how far I could push it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know there's a limit until I've pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that was the case in secondary school.
So what really pushed it then for your teachers in year 11 when they thought, you know what, I'm done with this guy?
When gangs started to get, where there was suspicion of gang activity for me. So by then I was ruffling a few feathers. Music.
Yeah.
Again, I had a thing for music, and I came up around the grime era or whatever not. So I was also making music, one of the only ones really at the time in that area.
Yeah.
And I was using it to kind of offend other people, you know.
Better know that it's true if I say I'm the best. Pack flows always composed from the head and the girl's bed when they see the chain on my neck. But back then they wouldn't been laughing their head. I've had a wild life, now I wanted to shut up, so I've got a kind of faith in my steps. Anybody sends in a set gets dead. You man can never get paid in a check if I ain't getting paid.
And I think that kind of caused a few internal problems, and people's coming outside my school gates to harm me or to fight me.
Yeah.
And teachers will pick up on that kind of culture. You know, some days I want to go outside and fight. Some days I'm in the library.
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm like, don't want to go out there. It's real.
So what caused you to go to jail then at the age of 16? Obviously, you've referenced that you was rapping at a young age.
Yeah.
You was dibbing and dabbling in gang activities.
I never saw it as gang activities. For me, it was just, I'm just playing out.
Yeah.
And I've got this empathy, like a dark empathy at the time. So I relate with my peers through pain and trauma, whatever put us in that area.
Yeah.
So I used to just, if you harm him, I would defend him. And then by the time we see him doing these things, we're being labelled a gang. But for me, honestly, I just saw it as I'm going out, mum. And then I'm going out to just be free to play with my friends and such acts happen.
And that's what it is. It's like, literally, you made a good point there. They were just your friends.
Yeah.
And everyone else labelled it a gang.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
If you live on an estate, if you live anywhere amongst people, you're going to make friends, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know? And it's the society that's given us the label of like, if you're in a group of 3 or more, you must be in a gang.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the police is a gang. Like, everyone's, do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, we're living in times where logic is now returning, in a sense, where we're starting to realize the kind of, this where things don't make sense in a sense. So I thought we was the first to kind of have to wrestle with that, have to fight against that stigma of gang, you know, because we never set out to be that, or I didn't anyway. So from when I'm facing it, hearing in the papers or in the school reports, and it's like, nah, it was crazy, for real.
What led you to go to prison then at the age of 16?
So it was a bit after that. So I got kicked out of school, and again, I'm ruffling feathers. I'm using the notoriety of being kicked out of school because I just wanted to belong at that point. I've got a stepdad in the house that I wasn't like okay with, like, because my mum was still young. So that kind of revolving door, that kind of Russian roulette until she figured out what she wanted and got it right.
Yeah.
I had to witness that. So by that, and I had to distract myself from all that because it was destabilizing me in the household. Like you know, I don't want to ego up until now. I'm the one going shopping, or I'm the one that picks up my sister, or I'm the all of a sudden now someone's telling me to go sleep. Like, don't tell me to go sleep. So I rebelled, and that was my way of rebelling without directly affecting my household. I would go outside and kind of express myself, my anger or whatever it was.
Not having a dad in your life growing up, and then having a stepdad in the house growing up, what kind of differences did you see, and what was your stepdad like on?
My stepdad, he wasn't from my culture. He was a Jamaican man.
Okay.
He was, so already in the can you imagine the Congolese community already is like liboma, like it's like to do such acts. But like I remember my mom like she leave me with tontines and that, and then by tontine they'll grab me on the side and like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, and I'm like, that means, are you good? And I'm like, why aren't you? Like, she's like, listen, what do you think of your stepdad type of thing? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, she's like, yeah, that's like, there's liboma, ain't it? Like, and like, they're actually venting to me.
Yeah.
So I see that. Again, I didn't know that we was different up until someone told me that we was different. You know, even the fact there was a stepdad introduced, I never looked at his race or creed.
Yeah.
I just thought there was another male in the house, and he was trying to be my dad because they attached the word dad to it, stepdad, or, stepfather, or whatever it is. My mum didn't say such things, but when I'm explaining what's going on outside world, they're like, yo, that's your stepdad. I'm like, no, that's not my dad. Stop saying dad to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like that. He was Jamaican. He was still kind of young because obviously my mum's young, so he's young and he's also grown up in this country. And it was hard to kind of, because I'm trying to hide my acts now from my mum, and I've got someone that can filter those acts to my mum. I didn't like that as well.
Yeah.
So I became a bit more secretive with my offending and acts and whatever it is I was doing.
And what was the charge that they put on you that you actually went jail?
So I had 7 indictments ranging from robberies to attempted murder. Yeah. Reduced to GBH. Drugs and 1 or 2 weapons.
Was this one offence or?
Through a period of time.
Through periods of time.
Yeah.
And how old was you when you came out of jail?
I was 30.
From young offenders?
Yeah, when I came out from jail from young offenders, I was like 32, so 31.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So how long did you serve in total?
14 years. I stopped counting at 14 years. I could have done 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's literally crazy. How did you go from a young boy being in secondary school, trying to focus on education, to then prison? Like, what was that gap in the middle?
My mum, I had to give her away in the summer holidays of me getting expelled from school.
Yeah.
By that point, while she was preparing for it, I had a lot of time to myself in the house. So she was, like traveling about throughout the country, getting the dresses ready, whatever and then I was at home a lot. By that, again, I'm kicked out of school and I'm dealing with the effects of my actions.
Yeah.
So if I was immersed in what they called gang culture by that point, I was now dealing with what came with that. So I drove a large group of males. I come home late. I'm 4s in the mornings. So what am I doing? So at some point I just remember receiving a phone call and told to come home. When I came home, I'd realised that my house had been lit up. Yeah, and with my mum and sisters and my cousins still inside it. I remember just snapping and then making a conscious decision to kind of like making sure that such acts never happened again. And if that meant reinforcing violence or more, that would be the case.
So just so that I can better understand it and help the audience understand it also, what you're saying is that from a young age, you got involved in gang activities for whatever reason, but the aftermath of that was your house being shot at with your family in there.
Even worse, it was flames. It was fire.
Yeah. So
to come back and know that I can't come back to that home now, that is another. That hit me hard.
So it got burnt down as well.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been very hard for you, trying to understand what exactly is going on.
I knew what was going on. I just needed somebody to be upset with now. So I felt like I had
Reason.
my gateway.
Yeah. You had your reason.
My little pain.
And was everybody in the house okay? Did everyone survive?
Minor injuries.
Yeah.
We lost everything.
Mm.
So my mom's wedding dress, like everything, the preparation, everything was like gone.
Mm.
The lines, you know, where you're growing up, when you're counting, your brothers and sisters are counting how tall you're getting, they're gone.
Mm.
That was big, because I was like, I always wanted to return to and say like, yo, yeah, and
This is how tall I've grown. Yeah.
my comics that I used to draw.
Yeah.
I used to draw and sell comics in school for currency, and I photocopied them. And all those things, evidence of you know.
You must have been filled with a lot of mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Talk us through some of them.
One of the first times that I felt, because every time that I experience rage or any form of violence, people need to understand. I was never angry.
Yeah.
Up until that point.
Yeah.
I would just needed to kind of distract myself, even when it was down to defending my friend. I was so detached from wherever it was.
Yeah.
That I was dealing with my life. When I saw things happen to other people, I was able to make conscious and rational decisions, in a sense where, all right, it's not me that's been done, but there's still something to do here. We need to go and get your phone back, or we need to go and hurt this guy that's hurt you.
Yeah.
So it was like that. So when that happened to me, it was the first time that I felt like anger, like like anger, and I felt other people's pain, and the fact that I couldn't do something immediately about it. I knew that would be a long road that I was ready to walk down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously a retaliation's happened of some sort, and now you're in custody. What prison did you go to?
I started off in the youth settings, so we're talking Felthams.
Yeah.
The babies, and then you turn into the adults.
Yeah. And what was prison like for you? How did you cope with everyday prison behaviour?
I'm not one of these people that will facade the thing, and I feel like prison's a big topic right now in the culture. So, but a light is not shed on it, which is, I feel like, the mental health impact on it.
Yeah.
And also the empowering nature it can give you if you choose to spend that time correctly.
Yeah.
So as soon as I received it, I remember detaching from it. I hardly cried towards when it came to the sentence, unless I empathized with someone, my mom, or whoever came to visit me. If they shed a tear upon seeing my effect, because I kind of like, yo, it never happened. I'm just gonna go to serve my time.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of thing. And that's how I remember spending majority of my time detached, like as if I was an autopilot and I'm watching it in a film.
Prison does that to you, innit? Like, it's good that you can go in there and detach yourself, but even if you don't, prison's gonna detach you anyway. They always say, there's a saying that from the moment you walk off the bus, you gotta lock off all your emotions. Was that the case for you?
No, because I didn't, because of already my life, my Asperger's, whatever you want to call it, I wasn't even like aware of emotions. I feel like I understood what emotions was once I entered, because it was such a turbulent, even with the detachment.
Roller coaster, yeah.
Yeah, in terms like of a new experiences. So I felt anger the first time, sadness the first time, anger the first time on the outside, sadness inside, grievance inside, and onwards.
And that was that sentence where the judge said 14 years, you went straight down?
Yeah, I didn't, to be honest. I remember being angry, like the shock of it. I remember attacking the jailer, if that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I remember, I done such things because I needed someone to
feel your pain.
Yeah, I think that was the case. I think I was like, and the guy was giving me a hard time, to be honest, throughout my trial.
Yeah, who, the jailer?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
Telling me off for smoking weed and like downloading the thing, separating me from my codees. I've not seen them in a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like he was he's the Tom trying to not be today. He was not happy. He was like kind of looking at it in hindsight and not happy with us, smiling and judging us a bit too much. You know, you're a jailer, my brother. Just open the doors and close them.
And that's literally what it is. Like, sometimes we find ourselves in these situations and the people that's meant to be there to just do a job and do a service, they feel like they have all they're entitled to go above and beyond that.
Of course, they become like judge and sword, and they bring their own, in the detachment that I was amplifying, then they should have been expressing themselves also. Yeah.
No, definitely, I agree with it, because it's the same as you agree with me as well. Like, prison officers, they're on the same thing. Like, they've got this power in there, like this power control, as if to say the judge has also given them permission to make your time harder.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, because I was just even going on about the court one. Now, there was definitely, they exist, those ones that can't separate the fiction from the non.
Yeah. Your body carries memories your mind tries to forget. You've been stabbed, shot, and burnt with oil. That's not just physical, that's psychological trauma too. What toll did it take on you?
The way that I saw racism on the outside is the same way that I saw violence at that point. Numb to it, indifferent to it. So when these things was happening to me, I saw it as part of the parcel. I saw it as in a strange way, I saw it as a mark of respect even. Because each time that I got into such acts, it was extreme. It was always bloodshed. And 9 times out of 10, the guys that I was taking on was usually larger than me. I'm not big of stature. So when these things was happening to me, I saw it, oh damn, they really must have thought I was crazy or I was a problem or something. Why? I might have just wanted to punch you. And they, but so it's like, I realized that I kind of, that self-awareness was not appreciated in prison, because you had a lot of people that thrived off instinctive behavior. As soon as they feel something, they have to. And then when you see someone that's thinking a bit more, even like talking a bit more, even willing to just like dismay the argument there and then, you know what, my brother, it's okay. I haven't got an issue. Why isn't that enough for you? For them, they hey, you know what, that guy is thinking too much. I'm going to come back for him. I went through a lot of that. So
I was a deep thinker as well in jail. Like, my brethren will vouch for me. Like, you can say something to me and I might appear like I've ignored it. Do you know what I mean? And then at night time, I'm laying in my bed and I'm like, what did he mean though? What did he actually mean though? Like, you get me? I sometimes bang on the wall like to my brethren next door. I'm like, yo, did you hear? What do you think? What did he actually mean though? Because it's like prison is such a hostile environment. You got to make it clear, innit?
I was so known for such like behaviors through friend. I've met a lot of friends through such acts. So I come on the wing and a man might come and speak to me or question me or something like that. In prison they love the yo my next door, where you from, and whatever not. And then as soon as you might say an area, maybe he the response is stop. But you don't know, might have gone sleep literally. And then it's like, yo, you're responding, but he's not. So like, yo, you knock the door next door. Yo, my guy, you're right. He's like, yeah. So yo, you remember you were asking me like where I was from and stuff like that. Then after that, I was asking you where you're from and I never had no response. Or it's like, yo, my brother, I just want to sleep, bro. You alright, yeah? It's like, oh, damn, like, okay, so
I'm not on that. Don't start no convo with man if you're tired.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Then you have to explain to them like where you're coming from. Like I was someone, a 2-day, I call it like a 2-day person. I return after and say, yo, is that okay? What's that? Yeah.
Do you feel like prison made your Asperger's worse, or do you think it made it better? Like, how did you cope?
it was the a perfect playground to kind of to go into a classroom with. So yeah, I'm outside in this playground of prison, but when I revert back into my cell now with my reports like, oh, yo, you've got Asperger's or this is da-da-da, I've got the place to study and find out what this means for me and how, and then through that, I realized how I got myself into that situation.
So in a way you're saying it was a moment for you to actually think and reflect and take on what you've have.
I was receiving so many L's in life. I was starting to do them now. So it's like, by that point, by the time they was giving me diagnosis or whatever it was, basics or they was telling me, I would naturally take it and go and find out why. Yeah.
Tell me about the situation when you got hot oiled on you. Like, what was that about?
Man, guy, that one was like that was one of the most crazy situations. Like they bomb up on you, like I've done a lot of acts here, but this one I felt like I didn't do, but it was a good example of what happens when you operate from ego, when you operate from a lack of, when I tried to be someone else, it was never good. So my attitude is never on the offensive. I'm never someone that starts problems.
Yeah.
So when I was being accused of stealing something multiple times, and then I remember looking around me, each time I was getting questioned about stealing this item, I was looking around and then I'll see people looking like a crowd. And I'd realize about the Colosseum of prison and what can breed further bullying or further, people waiting. Because at that point there, I never really got myself into many skirmishes that I lost, deemed lost. Yeah. So when that happened and I looked around at the Colosseum, I had to kind of act and put on a performance. I took on shoes that wasn't mine, essentially. I acted like someone else. I'm not someone that says, yo, I did take that, so what? And that's what I said. I couldn't believe I said it was too late and I couldn't take it back. And then I remember even going, ooh, this is going to be like a boxing fight later on. Yeah. This is the offending each other a bit. Yeah. So I said that to him. And then he didn't like it. He was one thinker like me, I guess. So he's gone away, and a few days later, he returned. Yeah. And the pain, I've only witnessed it. I've witnessed people get hot oiled. Yeah. Hot watered, ghee, the ghee. Yeah, the mafuta, yeah. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've witnessed a lot of them. I've seen a lot of skin get peeled. Yeah. And it looks very, 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 very painful to go through. What was the healing process for you? Flaky. Like a snake. Yeah. But for each flake and skin that came off, like a layer of understanding came with the new skin. So I spent a long time in the hospital, a military hospital in Birmingham. I remember after they put water, after you get burned, they've got a process of throwing cold water on you. I don't know why. I couldn't believe the madness. Yeah. So it's like, why would you? They was saying, we're going to put cold water on you. I'm like, why would you do this? Like, I'm burning. They're like, we'll stop the wave. They hosed me. They literally threw me in the shower and they threw a hose on me. Yeah. That shock sent me to sleep. Did it? I woke up in hospital, man. I woke up in hospital, in some military hospital. The nurses was even wearing the military khaki stuff. Seriously? And they're like, yo, something severe has happened to you. The skin is not going to heal itself or fix it, so we're going to have to operate like live. So they did. They asked me where I want the skin taken from. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, and they told me about the procedure that was going to happen, and it happened. And I would say a year of healing time, but 3 months hospital. Where did the oil hit you? It hit me on my face and the left side, and just everything was on like here, the whole thing like that. So you had to get a full skin graft. Yeah, I had a skin graft because of, I don't know what degree burns that makes it good to have that, but I had it. And you were still in prison, so because you said they took you to a military hospital. I've never actually heard that before, where they've taken someone to a military hospital. I remember there was a kerfuffle about where to admit me. So I'm in Birmingham, and then it was sectioned off. There was army police everywhere. Army
Soldiers.
guys. Also guys that had experienced stuff during the war.
Yeah.
And they was there for burns themselves. I was on the burns unit. With the other guys from IEDs and that.
Okay, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
That would make more sense. So what lessons did you learn from that? When you healed and went back to the wing, because, you know, you're still doing time in prison, you got to go back into that environment.
Yeah.
What lessons did you learn coming back?
Humility. So I was already a thinker. Like, by this point, violence isn't new to me, or the sit down. When I say the sit down with yourself, and you just like, what's going on? Why am I?
The isolation period.
Yeah, and then the constant swap around. I'm hearing people's life stories now. So now I'm seeing these lot and seeing some form of humanity from them. When I say the people I'm handcuffed to, because you're handcuffed, I'm still in prison. And then, my wife and kids, I got to leave and go at 7 o'clock. And, you actually have children, you guys. Or like, you forget. Do you know what I mean? And then what led me here is then my attitudes. I was thinking about, I was tempted to blame, okay, cool, someone burnt me. But then what about I took it. That bit there, when I said that. When I was, I made him feel like that. Because you've always got a choice, and I'm not someone that I can't lie to myself. I can't be like that. I can't, So I learned humility, and I really wanted to go home after that. I thought, like, because my family was coming to see me. Friends was coming to see me, and they were seeing what's happened to me inside there. I thought, then it's getting more extreme, the acts of violence that I'm getting into. I want to go home. So, and I'm not someone that's self-aware of these things and chooses to do the latter. So I had a job to do. I started to try to go home from then onwards.
So you started really focusing and thinking about your purpose in life. And like, I need to get out of here alive. Because, there's a lot of guys that go to jail and don't come back out alive.
I've seen it.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen it as well. And it's one of those conversations where we don't actually talk about it a lot. Even in prison. Like, you ever been in jail, bro, and someone's dead, someone's died, whether they've hanged themselves, sliced themselves, whatever, they're dead. And the next day, all you get is a letter under your door, and it just says, prisoner A4, blah, 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 is no longer with us, he's dead. And that's it, full stop. You can speak to the chaplaincy if you want. And it's like, damn, like, man's been living with this guy for how long? In and out, like, his cell is next door to my cell, and he's like, it's just dead. I see a man get carried in a body bag from my cell, and it's like, these things have lasting imprints in your brain. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? And you've been there. You know what it's like. There's no therapy after that. There's no one to talk to. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're the criminals. Do you know what I'm saying? No one wants to talk to us. But it's like, we're living in a real world where there's, like, basically a war between these wars.
For real. And it makes you numb, like, it makes you detached. Like, for example, they're quick to throw, like, a holiday or a moment of silence through the tannoy and ask us to be, but they wouldn't do that for someone that's died on the wing, that we was all, even if you could just, they can pick where to use the tannoy, so they can just use it for your wing.
They didn't even do that.
I know, but these are ideas, and it's like, man, they never thought of such things. Like,
next day is Soch. Everyone's unlocked, out, routines back to normal, unless otherwise for security reasons or whatever. But it's like, the life in prison continues. The life in prison continues on as if nothing happened in the first place.
They taught us lessons without actually saying them. Like, the show must go on. It was a constant. The feel of it felt like a money circus. Like, it was like, it was just, it's neat. It's like, it's just something to like, what there is commodity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they must get paid, like, especially these private prisons and stuff like that. Like, if I had enough money, I could buy a private prison and eat off the amount of prisoners that are in there. So they're not there to kind of, like, to actually rehabilitate us. It will take a special kind of soul, like with discernment, to kind of like apply that. But yeah, it wasn't evident. No, it felt more like it was there to just be taken from, not to be given to. Not saying that we're there to be given to, but there is also something giving you the knowledge to how to do something, to get out of the past ways of thinking, or whatever. Not all they gave us was the solitude and the space to teach ourselves. If I look at it like that.
Did you get the support that you needed from family and friends when you was incarcerated?
Yeah, I did. So you're the author of your own book. Like I said, I received that sentence. I decided to kind of go inwards and just do me. So the 5 friends I did choose to kind of keep in contact, or I did choose to be involved. They done a good job of one, learning from my experience and going and doing other things. And 2, still like kind of like honoring their duties towards me.
That's a big thing that you said, that that they learned from your experience. Because you know how it goes, coming from the ends. We don't learn from each other's mistakes.
Yeah, it's mental.
Do you know what I'm saying? You'll make a mistake. I can see you've made a mistake. I can see what you're going through from making that mistake. But I'm going to make that mistake as well.
It's lipomo. It's mad.
It's crazy, isn't
it?
It is crazy. And it just shows how desperate people are from where we've come from to actually get out of the situations that they're in, to the point where we are literally risking something here that we know is going to have a bad result, but we're still going to risk it, because otherwise, what else is man going to do?
I came from like a generation where, like I just told you, in school days, there wasn't many people that was being naughty or whatever. What? If you was to dress like in a puffer coat back then, we knew what was going on. You remember the long ones, the barber coats, the South lot, we had the trench coats, not. And then, but, so you knew what was going on. But now, this roadman's got a uniform. So everyone just puts on like the uniform. So in a sense where like, there's so many examples of the uniform going wrong. What happens when you put on that uniform? But now it's got something else behind it that makes it cool to wear the uniform. So people, it's just they're doing it and they know it's because we've got lived testimonies now. There was no lived testimonies of the uniform before. Now there's people saying, listen, this uniform can get dirty. This uniform can end up with bloodstains on it, and people, instead of like, oh, let me just go to get a different uniform, you know, let me not shop at this one, let me go, they'll still put it on, like, because they know it's an experience, but now they're putting on in hope that they'll make the experience. Like, okay, cool, and I know this might happen, but so it's actually burying your head in the sand, essentially. It's actually ignorance in its highest form. When you're aware and you're choosing to
not be aware.
Like, you know that this is degeneracy, and it's got, because the roadman archetype has changed in a sense where it's like there was a bit of logic with it before. You know, he was almost applauded for having more brains or thinking, like, this guy is almost more feared now. But now it's the latter. Now it's the opposite. The more leaned off you are, the more like you get, it's more okay, he's really not with it, like, kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say? People are actually looking silly on purpose, lacking knowledge on purpose. So I feel like it's changed in that sense. So
obviously, I know a bit about your story as well. So we've actually skipped a few things that we may have spoke about at the beginning. So I'm going to go back and forth a bit, just because I want to allow you to speak how you want to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to more go with your flow. But you actually had a time where you grew up in care, right?
Yeah.
What caused that, and why did you go into care? Do you want to share that with me and the audience?
So without like opening wounds, because I'm at one stage of healing, and the other parties involved may not be, or maybe at different stages. So for me to take it upon myself to kind of like, you know, like put them on like whatever or not. So I'm gonna try to keep it as PG as possible. So I'm born to a young mum. The young mum is here by herself in Europe, one of 12, I think. You know how these Congolese families get back home.
Yeah.
So, and she's here solo. I feel like her parents, like they must have passed in a short space of time, like close enough.
Your mum's parents.
Yeah. So that kind of two shocks like that, then there's no one to kind of reach out to you because you're so far from what you call home. Everyone's still trying to conquer Congo or Europe elsewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, I do remember, again, like I said, I just remember feelings. I remember crying and me feeling like the lack of understanding. So yeah, she got herself into a state where I became known to social services, and I was like subsequently taken for a piece while she kind of gathered her bearings or whatever not. I was also getting into trouble at school.
Yeah.
So when they come in to sniff about why I'm getting, they're starting to see the household, I can take it as that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she done anything like wrong in terms of parenting, because now that I'm adult now and I've seen other people, girls, I've got sisters, and I've seen the cycle.
Yeah.
She just happened to have the 2 kids and to be young.
Things
go
can
through those things. Yeah.
Things can become overwhelming.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is that your mum became overwhelmed by just being a young mum and trying to juggle the 2 kids that she had at the time.
Yeah.
And there was a obviously I'm not going to go too deep into it, but basically there was a situation where you came home and you found your mum very distressed.
Yeah, so that was the case, and it was a situation where I had to call the emergencies, like to come and just you know what I mean, just fix the day and save what I hold dear in it to me. So I'm happy that I knew how to do such things at that age. So to be honest, because I don't know, I could be living a totally different life or telling a totally different story right now.
When you called for help and support, and they came over to aid your mum, they took you into care. What was your first night like in care?
It reminds me of prison now that I've been to prison. Prison reminded me of care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that something that you understood at the time it was for your safety, or did you feel like they've dragged you out?
They told me it was for my safety, but I remember feeling opposite, like because of the behaviors. Because I'm someone with, like, again, I don't look at what people say. I look at their body languages, their cues, what they're doing to me. So I remember being dragged about a lot. I remember the induction process. It was like, you know, when you go on induction in prison, them explaining the whole thing process. Do you know what's happened? Do you know why your mum's not here? Or do you know why this and that? And all I remember asking, same as you're just asking, yo, where's my prop, or where's my Cody going then? Is he coming with me? And yo, where's my sister going?
Yeah.
Is she coming with me? And then, don't worry, your sister's cool. We're just talking to her because she's a girl. And then I'm like, no, I want to be with my sister. Like, so those my first examples of having to fight, like, or be aggressive, use violence, or to assert my point. Like, I'm not budging from this. Like, my sister's staying with me.
Your mum is okay now, though, yeah? She pulled through?
By the grace of God, yeah.
Do you think your mum ever got the chance to heal?
From
the pain that she was feeling at that time when you came home and found her in that situation she was in?
No, I don't think she has, like, and that's because of, like, my actions. I feel like because when when I was acting up, I'm sure she probably needed some form of advice or guidance. She always says to me that I remind like of her dad, like. So for her to not have like that go-to point forever, like, so I do some every now and then. I remember her like mentioning it, her grieving, and because I never got to meet them, she would grieve alone.
Yeah.
She knows when they passed away. Only she knows her mum's birthday. If she tells it to me, like it's not.
You might remember. You might.
I don't have the same pain as her. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's one of her pains.
When was you allowed to go back to your mum's? How long was you in care for?
Not too long, you know. I can't say time, but I feel like months. It was months, and it was not years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you went back to your mum's, obviously leaving her how you last saw her and then going back, did you feel like it was more of a responsibility to take care of her?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. No. I remember taking on the decision to raise my sister, like on secretly.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't trust that I wouldn't be in that situation again. I started to lose trust in adults through the stuff I experienced in care and through the like the failed promises that they told me, you'll be going back sooner, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
Or when I'm there, I noticed they cared more for the actual children. You know what I'm trying to say? And, but they're receiving money for us, so it's like I don't know what people's hearts was in it for. So all I could vouch for was for myself, and I had a little girl to kind of like protect. So that's it.
No one should ever have to come home and see their parent the way that you did, and for you to go into care and come out of that and be in a stronger place mentally, like that's very strong of you. Where do you think you've got your strength from?
That for her, man.
Yeah.
You know, obviously my dad, like I don't know, like my dad. I think from my understanding, my dad was a like charismatic person, but a logical person. But my mum was definitely passion, drive, like Mulupa for real, like she's here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the energy I felt from her, fire-like energy.
Yeah, I feel like you've learned a lot from young, you know.
Yeah.
2008, you were sentenced to 14 years.
Yeah, I was given an indeterminate prison sentence.
Yeah. When the judge handed you that sentence and you was standing in the dock, what went through your head?
I didn't know what it was. Like I had to get explained to me, innit? Like I remember, it's like, yo, and then I just realized that other people, they was going home and I wasn't. Like, you know, I was staying, the one staying.
Yeah.
And I needed to kind of detach, because you used to always hear stories like, oh, if I get some people say, I'll kill myself, or some people say, I'll kill someone else, or some people say like, oh, yo, I'll go crazy, or, you know, everyone used to think of these hypothetical situations, but when you're actually in it, you're just numb, you're just detached, like, you might get the relief later, like, it's finally over with, like, that might come after, like, literally after understanding what's happened.
Yeah, and I could agree with you, because I didn't get 14 years, but I got 3 years. And for me, that was a shock. I didn't understand what it was as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I had to get explained to me like, what it meant. And at the time, you know, when you're a little boy, it's like they give you these numbers and then you sit there and you start thinking, this is my whole life. Like, I'm going to spend my whole life in prison. Like, you got 14 years. I got 3 years and I thought my life was over.
The judge was weird. The judge calculated it in months. So, like I said, 10 years I should have done. And I'd done 14 years. That's due to my fault and their fault.
Yeah. During your prison sentence, you got sectioned.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So, after the disfiguring, the burning, I'm not giving credit to the act of it, but I was dented. Yeah, I was. It was the first time my ego was touched, like, because it's like I was still half white, like Michael Jackson, and I was black on the other side of my face, I was asking myself questions like, will I ever live a normal life again?
Yeah.
And I was wrestling with my own ego, my dissolution of it.
Yeah.
Like, it was starting to, because like the untouchable has been touched. Like this, you know, there's people outside that viewed me personally, like, you know, and it's like, whoa, this is this is a victim one. Something's happened to you. No matter what, if I punched him or he ran away from me or he left the jail or whatever, no, it didn't matter. Like I've got the scar. So like I had to kind of talk to myself, like, in a sense there. Like, yeah.
I mean, it couldn't have been easy, like, being the guy and then being hot oiled. It's like you lose a bit of your dignity, you know.
Yeah.
I spoke to guys that's been hot watered before, hot oiled, whatever, and it's like they're not the same anymore. You can either go two ways. Your mind can either go, F it, I'm on whatever now.
Yeah.
Or you can come back in and be like, you know what, this is just too much. I need to focus on my sentence. Would you say you was in the middle of the two?
Yeah, it brought me to a definite crossroads. Like, I was like, you know, should I strike? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that? And I experimented with all concepts, but ultimately logic dictates and wins. So I decided that I wanted to truly heal, like, from this. But so I started to work more with my counselor, my therapist.
Yeah.
Ultimately, which led me to where you mentioned the sectioning. I took 1 or 2 bereavements as well at that time, a strong one, like, and I didn't know how to get over that. Like, with I felt like my mum at that point, to be honest. It's like, yeah, like, I felt, and I stopped talking, I stopped eating.
Yeah.
I started only speaking through physical acts of violence, like extreme acts.
Yeah.
And they needed answers from people, the professionals. So yeah, that was the case. I kept quiet about it as well. But yeah.
What's it like in a mental hospital for those who hasn't been there? How would you describe it?
I wasn't there for long. I was there to be assessed for a period. But yeah, it's real, mate. Like, if you're talking about, you know, there's some people that use the madman, the bomber word too loosely. Like, there's, you know, there's people there that are really ill.
Yeah.
They need to be there for a period. So when I was there, beauty's measured in comparison. I knew that I was in an ugly situation and self-aware enough to want to get out of it. There's some people that they don't know they're even there.
Yeah, it's true. I actually went there yesterday to visit one of my young boys that are mental. He's in there now, and it's a weird environment. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like prison, but it's not prison. Everyone's nurses and doctors. There's no prison officers. Loads of different characters, loads of people on different drugs. It is mad, you know. And it's like, I was standing by the door waiting to come out, and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, everyone's nurses. Like, these boys are just running around loose, doing whatever they want. Like, you know, in jail you got the general alarm and all that. They ain't got none of that. They don't even have radios though.
Oh yeah, you're right. But they've got their little thing that they've got something. I don't know what it is, because a couple of times I had to ask myself, how did they come so quickly? You know, like, a couple of times I'm being rebellious, and I was just, you know, one thing about me is that likable role quality was always there. So I never got, like, you know, I used to see people get injected forcefully or. Yeah, I saw so many acts but you have to be on the right kind of section for them to do that. Not everyone they're allowed to do that to.
Yeah.
If that happens, it could be illegal. Yeah, so they have to have a specific section. So you could be section 50, section this and that. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. Like I've seen them trying to give someone medication.
Yeah.
And there's all different types of medication that you can take in so many different ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's either they're gonna inject you, you're gonna swallow it willingly.
Yeah.
But there's also one that they can actually put up like your rectum.
Damn.
For for quicker access.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The same way that people, it's crazy.
And it's crazy that, I mean, I don't know. I'm not in that situation, innit? So I guess there is people that need that type of medication.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy to see and just know that's what's going on behind these walls. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Abuse and more like people need to remember it's just a uniform. The people operating behind that uniform are humans, so they're flawed, or they can be, you know what I mean, and they're different. So sometimes whatever was I saw in prison, I saw in there also, you know what I mean. Like I just realized that I didn't want to be there. Once I was self enough to realize I didn't need to want to be in that place. I answered the questions that they needed answering, and I was deemed fit enough to return to prison.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Being in prison for 14 years is a very long time. What kind of milestones did you miss?
Technology.
Yeah.
Like, man, I come home to McDonald's, the screen's got it's got the screen. I had a Walkman K750i, 6230i. Nokia was doing its bits. I come home to these, like, and then because I actually stayed away from them inside, that, like, you know, so contraband, things like that. I dabble with a phone, but I'll dabble with a phone to my knowledge. I'll know where it is. I'll get a brick phone in there if I had the chance. I didn't know, whatever I wasn't exposed to, I didn't have an addiction for.
Yeah.
I didn't have an affinity for.
Yeah.
They know about Facebook. They know about Snapchat or Instagram or whatever or not. So that was interesting to see when I came home, the new means of contacting. No one wants to like answer their phone no more. It's messages like Snap.
Quick
like,
one.
yeah, literally. I'm coming home. I'm trying to be like romantic. You're trying to get your number, miss, and that. She's like, nah, man, do you want my Snap? And I'm, what? What's Snap? It's like, and then they're showing you how to move it. I'm trying to take the normal name. They're like, no, just put your camera there. Quick things. Everything's like
rapid.
Automated.
Yeah. No, rapid. Did you ever find love in prison?
No. Well, no.
Not with a female officer.
Oh. Don't get twisted. I fancy like they're humans, innit? So it's like, so I'll be like, yeah, she's hot or she isn't. I'll make this like approach and that, and it's like, that's not appropriate, Mr. K. Like, you know what I mean? Oh gosh, then you realize, oh, there's
boundaries.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, there's because they're humans. I would say that I don't want to call it abuse. I was happy to be, you know, caressed or something like that. That's the most. Yeah, like
saying you're happy.
Yeah, like one day, like sometimes you get paired up for drama. This is more in the like. Yeah, I would say in the more youth settings, like you get the people, there's perverts in there, like people that.
No, young offenders is rife.
Yeah,
like,
they love.
With the mandem in young offenders.
Yeah.
It's like anything goes.
Yeah.
I think because we're going through puberty.
Yeah.
In that time. You know, testosterone is building,
100.
this and that.
Yeah.
The mandem are savages. That,
yeah. It's dark, man.
Any female officer, even we had a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Even like the hairdresser.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what? The hairdresser's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the librarian.
People get, the librarian. See? I even know what joke this is.
You get me? The librarian, like, yo, what's going on here? Like,
yeah. Mental. People putting on their best clothing, their visit clothing. They know the teacher's coming in today. That's the most.
How did your sentence reveal people's true colours? Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Pressure makes diamonds, innit? So I feel like everything was put to the test. Loyalty, morals, principle, all of these things. Because when someone promises something or says something, you really truly see whether they are like that. So even for the friends that are saying they're going to come visit you outside or they're going to do this, like, you see through time. Time's the best teacher. It stands the test of time. You will see who stands the test of time with that time. And with yourself, like, you will see like what you can get from that time also, innit? Like, so like, yeah, I'm in here, but you don't have to let, some people let that define them and they stay within that means. And some people, like, you see over time, this was just a phase. Do you know, I got given such a long time, I never got to see if this was just a phase for me. Do you know, if you gave me 4 years, do 2, I might have learnt my lesson. Not everybody needs to be caged or wants to be caged.
No,
I might, because what it was, the torture came from realizing my worth or my talents or what I could bring to the table and not being able to express or play. So that's where the internal struggle came from me. Like, bruh, I became angry with prison. I became a bit of a granddad. I didn't want to talk no more. Like, I'm done with this, man. Yeah,
that's how I was at my last sentence. It's true, you made a good point there. If you was given a lesser sentence, you may have learnt from that, you know, but you also may not have learnt from that. Do you know what I'm saying? And your sentence was long enough for you to learn, make mistakes, learn, make mistakes, learn, make mistakes, especially when you're starting from young offenders. You know, do you know how much mistakes I made in young offenders just because I didn't know? Or mine's just learning how the system works, how the judicial system works.
IBIS raised me, like, literally that wing. I was just revisiting there monthly. Is the block in there, like, I'm constantly having to answer for things, but I had this perception of not crying over the spilt milk, man. So it's like, I knew that I would get up. It's just I was surrounded by people that was impatient. They wanted the perfection. And then,
No, it's true. Going in at such a young age and coming at the age you are now, what advice would you give to any young person who's young at the age you was, or even in their 20s now, thinking that prison is a walk in the park, or it's nothing, or, you know, like, man can just go in there and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because we've both done Bird, we've both done Joe. What advice would you give to any young people that are thinking that's the route that they want to take down?
It's like, just know, like, okay, cool. People need to stop, like, acting like there's no logic here. Like, you know, like, there's a lot of facadity going on here. We know now, there's evidence to show, like, people that are meant to know better are doing things less. So you have to ask yourself why that's the case. So cool, if you're going to take such extreme risks and take yourself and land yourself in prison, try and know that, you know, all the partying, the cell rapping, all that stuff that it looks like, it looks like, but it takes a certain kind of character. And do you really want to, is it really worth the, because you could find out you might be that type of character that can stand the test of time. Or might not be, because when it doesn't, because you fold, or you break, or you die, or whatever or not, you might not be able to get back up from that. But some people might be able to. So let me summarize like this. If you're going to be put yourself in a position where you're going to go to prison, you need to understand that you're going to go through, if you're doing long enough, people are going to die. People are going to promise you that they're going to come visit you, and they're not. You're going to have to ask yourself questions. Like, you're going to have to teach yourself. No one's going to come in there. The word rehabilitation for now is just a word. Do you understand? You have to go out and seek it. The courses are all there. Like, the library's there, you know, but no one's going to force you to go in and use those places. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be tempted to go gym. You're going to be tempted to go find a group to belong in. But you need to remember, everyone, when they go back to their cell, they've got their own lives and stories. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You need to live yours. Otherwise, you're going to come out, and live on someone else's story again.
And it's so important that you said that, because it's like, everyone thinks Joe's a walk in the park until you got to do real Joe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, man can do Joe. Man's done Joe. Do you know what I'm saying? Going to jail isn't the problem. It's the mental belief that I can do this, I can keep doing this, that's when it becomes a problem. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's no logic to it. Like, for example, you're a good footballer, you're a good rapper, or you're a good pianist, or whatever it is. Now, that's what God has ordained for you, or whatever it is. That's just the way. If you started off your story mode, that's your thing, and then you've gone and started to do something else. You've distracted yourself. You know, no one. You didn't get given the power over war, over things like that. You know, it's rare that that is the case. 9 times out of 10, people do things out of character. These things they've chosen to do it, and the actual thing that they do, it might be schoolboy. That's how they'll be like, schoolboy killed this, or this guy, ex-footballer did this, because that's really, and then they decided to do such acts. So we're sitting in there knowing that you could be doing other things, like actually getting paid from the football, or if you apply yourself there or something like that. Do you want to substitute it for sitting in there? Because nothing comes from that place there. Like, even just the notoriety of it, even that fades out in adulthood. There's people today that don't remember what I'd done back then. I can go talk to a 15-year-old today, he hasn't got the foggiest. But these are the things that we was doing it for, that we think we're going to leave some legacy.
And that's mad. It's so true, bro. Like, it's so true that when we're young, we're doing it. But it's like, what's man doing it for? Because the reasons that we're doing it for, in 5 years' time, it's going to change. In another 5 years' time, no one cares. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I swear to you, like, 3 of the man them inside locked up, and I really hope that the man them inside that are locked up are using their time inside wisely to come out and be a better version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because man sat there, bro, with people who went to jail from young and had this street mentality. No one could chat. You know, like, man are actually on this thing.
Yeah, I know you mean.
It's not no, oh yeah, but he's in jail, he's rubbed out. No, man were actually on this thing. Man are actually gone jail for a mazza that the man them actually rated. Yo, my man came round and done the mad thing. You get me? But now what? You're locked up. Man are doing 20-something years. Man are doing 30-something years. I could ring one of my brethren now in jail. He's doing 30 years, yeah? And he done a madness. But he's going to tell you, bro, it's all a joke. It's a facade. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to my brethren the other day. I said to him, bro, how you feeling? Like, how you doing? How's it? What's going on in there? This and that. He's been in jail since 2014. Yeah, he's been in jail since 2014. We're in 2025 now, so he's been in jail 11 years. Yeah, he's got about 20 odd years left. Do you know what I'm saying? For some action. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I chat to him, bro, it's like, bro, half of the things man was doing this for, people are even too real to continue it on. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? It's like, what is man doing it all for?
Delusion is we're living the times of that. You know, so where we've got so much access to information, or to upgrading our XP and learning, sometimes that's too shocking for people.
Yeah.
So now when you're sitting in there with this 25 years ahead of you, you've got 2 choices to kind of face that with the awareness and walk through it. And I've watched people spend that time in denial or delusion, like, you know what, man's still a street legend, or man's still this and that. Like, I'm still contacting, like, this girl. She could only see you for the visit. The boys, like, they're growing up, they're having kids and they're getting married. You're here. Your XP is at one stage, and you're not going to be the author of your own book. Picture up every prisoner's a charity case. We all need. There's no way we can go shop by ourselves. We have to ring for that post order. We have to. Even if it's like we're shot callers, we still have to
depend on people.
Yeah,
depending on people.
Yeah, like, and then,
don't go on.
And when we're in male jails, we're not in. I could only speak from the male archetype, and like, we get a lot of strength from like doing things ourselves. Like, I got myself in this rut, but I got myself out. When you're living in the now, like, oh gosh, I got this 24 hour, I'm doing this burden, like, yeah, but I'm still in control of it all. Even the designer that you're wearing, you have to wait for the craft to give you the prop and all that. They can take it off you.
That's one thing I hated about Joe, was the waiting around.
Yeah.
Like, man's got to ask for everything. Like, why would man want that? Man want toilet roll. What? You got to press the bell. The gov's taking their time. I know you know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
You know, when you,
Yeah.
there's no toilet roll, you press the bell. The gov's taking their time.
Because your cry is not their cry. They're not feeling your, what's it called? And so what does that, should that teach you? That should teach you that autonomy is not in your hands.
Yeah.
And as a human, that's what I'm saying, you spend time with them now because you're outside acting like you don't like control being taken from you. So you're willing to grasp it back through these extreme acts which will cost you the freedom. Only for you to kind of go through that in private because the public don't know that it's like that in jail. That you've got so much of a lack of control.
Yeah.
But you know, you're gonna portray it outwards when you're contacting the outside world like it's still control. I'm still, no, it's lies, mate. Man, it's dark. You know, after you finish that visit, you're wearing designer for nothing, or you're talking about the past for nothing.
Yeah.
Because there's a future to be created. You're just in stagnation.
Yeah, and that's what jail is. Bare man living in the year that they went to jail.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
I've
You know,
been like that.
I've been there.
I've been there, and
I'm still going through it now.
yeah, I've been there. The people coming in from like, you know, the younger generation, and then I'm like, yo, Lee Royal stood there, and I'm like, bro, yeah, I remember. And they, to the point where they don't even tell you, they just see you and they give you that look. The look says it all, like, bro, don't I forgive you. Because if it was anyone else, they'll say, brother, what's going on? This is old stuff. Like, you get so much has happened, but they look at you and they see, you've really missed out. And that's an invisible conversation that was like, wow, because after I see that, I see, I'll be for the raw. It's really, time has really changed.
Times have changed. The times has changed, and it's not the same back in the day how the great train robbery, man.
I was with that guy.
Oh, was you?
Yeah,
in Joe?
In Joe.
What was that?
With his name
Yeah, what
in
was
Norwich.
that? Yeah, that's mad. See, coincidence. But the great train robbery, back, it's calm, man. Rob the train, it's calm. We run with the loot. You know what I'm saying? We get away. There's no CCTV. There's no cell sites.
Yeah.
There's nothing. If we're getting nicked, it's our fault. You know when it's actually our fault, the reason why because we messed up. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you can do something and move as clean as possible. Like something is gonna see you somewhere or this and that, bro. Nowadays, you know what it's like. Man don't even need evidence to prove something to get you the guilty verdict. All they need to do is put a show in court and make it look like there was no doubt it could have been anyone else apart from you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough.
I know. I think of Movie's case when you say stuff like that. I think of like how I'm even doing work on that, around that, like how that narrative can be built and to kind of use someone's therapy even against them.
I was with Mover 2014, Belmarsh. I was with Siri. I was with the other Codys. I was with all of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Freedom, man.
And I used to listen to Mover a lot before prison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That was one of my artists on my playlist.
Naturally.
That I'll listen to. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when I see him on the wing, it was like, because I was already in jail, I wasn't really aware of the media outside.
Yeah.
Or what's going on, whatever. So when I see him, it's like, wow, Mover, because Siri, he's called Siri. Obviously, me and Siri was in Young Offenders and all of that stuff. Yeah. So me and Siri already built a relationship, kinda. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So when Siri seen, man, it's all love. Do you know what I'm saying? So when he's bought Mover, I'm like, raw. I'm kind of gassed, like, raw, Mover, John.
Yeah.
This and that. You get me? Listen to this man's music, and then when I actually saw like the severity of that case, and Siri broke it down to me, that case. Obviously, we all go through that moment in jail where we're gonna bust case. You know what I'm saying? We all go through that. No, we're gonna bust case. They don't have enough evidence.
Yeah, it's humbling.
It's calm. It's humbling. We're trying to reassure ourselves that whatever they have, we're gonna bust it. It's not on us. Yeah. When Mover got sentenced and Siri got sentenced, it's like I was lost for words. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, confide in my brethren. Like, I didn't know how to tell him, like, Siri's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just mad. It's just 30-something years. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know what the man them turned around to me and said? He said, bro, like, it wasn't even worth it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A man said to me, it wasn't even worth it. And a lot of my lessons that I've learned was from other prisoners in jail. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my other brother has been in jail 11 years now and he's got 20 odd years left. I learned lessons from these things. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, when the guys that are really on it, coming into jail, doing things that they're really on, and they're getting sentenced, and then they're turning around and telling man it's not worth it. I've got the second chance at life. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I've got the second chance at life. I'll be a fool to look at my brethrens that I've done time with. We've built friendships. Man's dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not listen to them. And when they're telling man, bro, when you go home, just focus on you. Just do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'll be a fool not to listen to them, man, because them man are like as real as they come. That gangsters are the gangsters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man can't. You know what I'm saying, bro?
You know what? I'm gonna echo you on that and free up all the guys that are speaking in such ways. You know, because that's when I ultimately made the decision, like, to run with it. Like, I'd already changed my mind, like, about how I'm gonna attack the roads when I come home. But when you're hitting that cosign, like, it's the final, like, it's like a parole. It's on the street parole. You got these people, let's say, like that, and I actually felt like that as well. But for them, like, a teacher to tell you, like, mate, no, this is long. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I've done this, it's not even worth it or whatever, not. Then you have to, because you're going to be tempted, I've heard the arguments, nah, the war can't done, or, no, you know what, like, I can't or whatever, not. But you know what, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You can kill with success.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, for the people dead, there's also the grieved. There's also people like that need to be freed. I feel like, how can I honor people that have passed? Do you know, because there's blood stains, but there's also becoming the best version of yourself, embodying, because you can also, like, affect lives and change lives like that. I was in there wondering who's gonna give my mum £50 when I go, you know, like, because everyone wants to come eat at my mum's house. When we was at home, like, eat the fridge and eat the little sister's food, the man them and that, but who's gonna send £50?
Who?
Exactly. So when you embody and become the best version of yourself, like, you might have a bit more, you know what I'm trying to say? Because, you know, you're going to find people that can also want to do the same thing as you. We're building now. Like I said, there's lived testimony. People coming home now and they're speaking, they're saying what you're hearing. You've actually got the choice, people, to actually...
100%.
Like,
100%.
More than ever.
What got me one time was one of my brethren when he got sentenced. I think he got like a 28 years or something. And he said to me, like, in my soul, he said to me, bro, I don't even know if my mom's going to be alive when I come up. And that cut deep, bro, because it's like, mum's parents, they're already old. Do you get me? 40s, 50s. Yeah, cool. You say, yeah, my mum's young, she's 40. Yeah, my mum's young, she's 50. But when you're doing a 20 plus bid, 30 plus bid, your mum's not as young as you think she is anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? So when man sit down, man's bedroom saying, yo, I don't even know if my mum's going to be alive by the time I come out. It's like, what do I say to her, man? Do you know what I'm saying? It's pain, bro.
That's why the long-termers, we tend to get moved and around other long-termers kind of quickly, because those conversations can only be so much. Like, because you're going to be, imagine you're in a remand when you've just been sentenced and everyone's at your door, like, yo, it's like repetitive, it's like opening up the wound. So the best thing I would say is, like, get yourself to a sentence prison as soon as possible, and just gather your bearings there. Because when you're still around that's to be honest, like, when you're seeing guys going home, you're not, like, I was never jealous or bit of someone going home, you know. I wasn't one of those type of people, but I understood the perception of it now. So someone doing small sentence to me, like, I saw it as, like, like they was kids. Like they was getting like, you know what I'm saying? Even though they might be older than me, but the type of sentence you're doing doesn't require you to have like a mature outlook about the sentence. You're not, it's not a game. You might, there's a chance you might not see it as, you might see it as a game. Like, whereas I'm aware that this isn't a game. So I chose to be around people that was serving similar sentences to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of happy to go to sentence prisons or to be around the trainings, whatever they call it.
Yeah. No, it's good because my brother ran a joke one time. He's like, he was doing like an 18. He was doing like an 18 young kid, and he was like, I can't wait to go dispersal. I said, why? He's like, bro, I just want someone that's doing longer than me. He's like, I just want to be around people that's doing longer than me.
You used to hear like deadpan jokes and like in there, like, because they have to, because again, you have to make light of it. But there's truth to each like
it's
joke.
Truth.
Yeah, there's a harsh truth as pain.
It's a deep truth.
Yeah, there's a deep thing to that. Like, yeah, he means that, man. He means that. Yeah, it's sad, mate. And I just feel like when it's out of ignorance, okay, but when it's out of choice, bruv, trust me, you think that you're living with pain now. So living there knowing you chose this, yeah, that's when you're going to force yourself into delusion. And then you're going to, again, that's another pain, because when you go bang up, you have to be real with yourself, like, man, it's actually dark here.
And that's it. And that's it. I know I keep referencing my brethrens, yeah, but it's like all the memories and everything's coming back to, man. Do you know what I'm saying? My brethren said, I hate bang up.
I hate bang up.
My brethren said, I hate bang up. You see when that door opens, first one to come out of your cell. Do you know what I'm saying? It's out of there like a lightning bulb, like, shoo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, you see when that door locks, bro? Yeah. That's the longest time on my sentence. I
used to resist the lockup. So, you know, a lot of my reprimands came from just being late to lock up. I'll just go missing. Literally, I'll just go missing.
Say hiding in the showers.
Yeah, everything. They'll be calling my name. I'll make up excuse. I want to only heat up my food at the end.
Yeah.
At the end.
Because that's when the dark thought starts to come. You know, like you're in your soul, you're locked up. You've got no one. There's no distraction. It's just you and your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to sit there and go through your thoughts where there's no light at the end of the tunnel, and that light, maybe there is light, but that light is going to come with 30 plus years added to your age. Like, you don't want to sit down and think. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where it is. My brethren said, it's the thinking that gets me. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's in my soul just thinking and thinking and thinking. All I want to do is get out of the soul.
So they try to, like, I've seen people's remedies to that. So they try to not think. They'll be like, bro, like, my man, we're still on road. Like, we're still out here. Like, it's a delusion.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm like, and I feel like it's cruel to almost burst that bubble. You know, I found myself towards the latter part of my sentence. Like I took on granddad archetype mentality. So it's like, brother, allow it, man. I was very harsh with the truth, and I'll bang up. I like this granddad, man. It's like I just was unhappy with, like, I couldn't watch it, because especially if you're older, you know, as well. Like, you should know, but I was like, this is hell on earth, literally, because unless you accepted that you had no potential.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. I know that I'm worth more out there. Like, I'm out there, like, being, like, you can do what you can, but there's, you know, I'm telling you, we know how to read the room. We know when someone is happy with being a king of the flat of a shit pile. Like, okay, I'm running the wing. I couldn't believe I used to entertain such thoughts, or say, like, I'm doing, it's a wing.
Locked up from 2008 to 2022. When it came to your release, what was your plans and how was you feeling looking forward to release?
I thought it would be totally different to how it was. So I thought, like, you come home, I'm going to do up the crazy jewelry, I'm going to do up this and that. I didn't. Like, I just wanted to just be alone. Like, I'm not going to lie. I knew that I knew all my strengths and weaknesses by that point. So I knew that I was like an empath. So I knew that my phone could call and I could put focus. I could just dash away my plans or something, or dash away what I'm doing to go and tend to that. And I knew that the world has changed into a darker place where, like, people don't consider the other. So people could quite happily call my phone knowing that I'm that type of character and forget that I'm a lifer, forget that, you know, that, you know, they've forgotten that. They just want to tell me I'm someone that don't ask. So I needed to remove myself from the immediate circle. But what does that mean for me now? Because I never done this new stuff. I never been around white people or been around Chinese people or Asians. So then there was, then again, if I'm not gonna kill, how do I kill success? So I had to define myself, my means of success, because I realized social media was, I'm coming out, I never had social media, sorry. I never had social media, so I had to find my own version of it, and that was by trial and error.
Yeah.
And I realized I felt at peace or successful when I was staying free.
Yeah.
When I was getting into skirmishes that back then would have got me incarcerated or caused problems for either party, and it's like now I'm able to navigate through with human beings, speak to them, not speak to them, discernment as well, knowing when salt looks like sugar, knowing when this person looks okay but it's not, using your intuition as well. So these skills have allowed me to accept the initial years I've been home, and now implement them in what I'll need. So career, hobbies, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
How did your mum feel when she saw you come home?
My mum cried, I think. And, you know, like, they're so extra, man. African Congolese people, man, they're extra. They have to make everything such a drama show.
Yeah.
She came with the aunties.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I had the option of the man them, and, you know, but when you do that kind of time, I personally felt it was like, I had the choice. They're there, and then my family was there. I'm cutting with them lot. I cut with mummy, like, and my aunties, but they was doing that, like, yeah, like, and they was dropping to their knees. It's just exaggeration.
Yeah.
Like, okay, man, and we do this at home, man. Yeah, but
What are you saying? That was outside the prison gate?
yeah, dark. Yeah.
Because you've missed out on crucial years. You know, you've missed out on your birthdays. You've missed out on, I don't know if your siblings been married, if you've got nephews, if you've got nieces, even like cultural stuff, like the music, like the way drill music, like you've missed out on a lot. How does that make you feel when you reflect back on it?
At first, yeah, I thought that it would be painful, like, for me to, like, not partake, but I don't have to. It's like me coming out and chasing the years that I've missed, like acting like a teenager or early 20s or whatever. No, they're gone, mate. I just look at the present. So not every course was misspent. Not every whatever book was misread. Like, some things do come into play, like staying in the present, the detachment from it. That's then, like, what music is available to me now today, and yeah, it's different to before, but I don't fight against the tide or whatever, and I accept it for what it is.
I like your thought process, because you're very in the moment. You're very, like, in the now rather than what you've missed, you know. And a lot of people do struggle with that coming out of prison.
Okay.
Like, for example, myself, I still struggle with being the age I am today.
Yeah, I get that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a big, like, memory loss in my head. Where it's like, what's happened? Someone asks me, how old are you? And I'm like, 30. Like, you're 30? And I have to ask myself, like, I'm 30. It's mad.
Yeah,
like, where's all the time gone?
All the time. But don't beat yourself up for it. If you train yourself to think about, like, to weigh things up on a logic scale, like, you just gotta look, is it logical to beat myself up over not knowing, like, how to do washing machine, or how to, you know, get the crease out of the shirt? Like, that one I still beef till today. Or put tire for an interview. I still don't know how to tie my tie. Like, girls have to help me and stuff like that.
Deep.
Yeah, true.
It's deep stuff.
So I don't, there's times where there's lots of XP that's missing. But from what you were missing, you was also protected from, because the world's gone dark, you know. You need to look at it as all like that. It's changed, and it's not, what has changed them has not affected you. So you've got that kind of, that innocence towards it, you know. Don't crush that out, because that's your inner child. You need that to kind of, people will crush that out of themselves, rob that out of themselves, scared to dream, scared to think about whatever or not. That's what's kept us, the young ones that went in, and we come out with the physicality of adults, but the spirit and essence of the child still.
We're still young.
Yeah, forever
100,
young.
100. I feel
Yeah.
my energy is like a teenager sometimes.
Yeah, and it can't. It's times like conversations like this that make me, oh yeah, I get what you mean, and stuff like that. But yeah, but it should never be seen as a bad thing. We're living in a world that's going to tell you that it's bad though. Like, oh, you're too mature, but you ain't got a sign on your head that says incarceration or Asperger's or whatever. Not so you just need to be around understanding.
What does the name Stayfree Capo mean to you?
Stayfree Capo. So it incorporates 2 periods of my life. The one that I was and what I am now. So stay free is what I stand on. I was a capo before, a captain of my own ship. Yeah, and that's it. I used to rap under that name, do a lot of stuff under that name. Stay free is what I stand on. I gotta stay free. Do you know? And people be like, you know, what if you get, you know, God forbid, you know, but stay free here, because people are outside and they're still incarcerated up here and they're laughing at me. And it's like, mate, you don't even realize that you're still locked up in here because you're telling yourself you can't do this because of this, or I can't do this because of this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, look at you doing podcasting, or look at you doing TikToking, or look at you thinking about going to jewelry or something like that. And it's like, who told you that these things wasn't possible? You know, I had a millionaire next door to me in prison. I laughed at the crimes that I was telling him about. He's like, you're fighting over breadcrumbs. Mate. You know what I'm saying?
I can imagine as well how you said, you're fighting over breadcrumbs.
Yeah, mate.
What's going on here, geezer?
Yeah, in his Essex and that. And I'm like, and I was like, I couldn't. And then when I come home and beauty is measured in comparison, I come home to people's, you ain't even got time to kind of wake them out of their delusion. You just got to go embody and then they'll realize it. Why, you know, it doesn't, yeah, that's it.
How long you on license for?
Forever, I think. I think, yeah. But I'm going to appeal it. I've been trying to brand myself, keep my name clean so I can challenge it, because we've got a new means to do that now.
How does that make you feel that you will be forever owned by the state?
That's how you got to stay free. Because no matter what they say to you,
100.
if you're aware that you're free, you know, it's just a name. It's just like a number that they gave me inside that prison. That doesn't mean you could call me that now. I probably wouldn't turn around, like, because that's not my name. It's not why I call myself. Even if you decided to call me whatever you call me, so it's nice, cool.
What would you tell an 11-year-old boy right now living in Custom House, seeing the same darkness that you once saw?
Mutu Van Damme, man. It's gonna get easier. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. Like, it's easy. Like, you got more time than you think. Do you know? You got more time than you think when you were about to make a decision. Do you know? If I have a kid, Lord knows logic is gonna be the rule of the day. You know what I'm trying to say? Does this make sense? That's something I don't diss about our African heritage or something, because I was raised on, does this make sense? Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And since being released, how have you got on with building relationships, especially with a female?
Dark, man. I'm not gonna lie. The doghouse was a common theme for me, because like, I didn't come out to technology, so all the liking, you know, I didn't know that these are crimes, social unwritten rules, crimes. Like, so why are you liking this? Everyone likes Jennifer Lopez's picture. like, no, you don't, because you go out with me. It's like, oh, okay. Sorry. Then. So what's the option of liking? There's no grey area of, well, they have to like. It means if you like this picture, you like it. Why don't they pick on the fact that you liked the watch or something? Nah, but they like that. What else? The period. When they go through their periods, I went Joe 16. I never got to question the monthly cycle, or why they certain things can transpire during that period. So when I'm coming home now, it's like, I don't want to do it because why? Or I don't want to talk to you right now. Why? Is that I'm going through this?
It's a lot. And it's like, females don't actually... the only female that would understand you is a female that's done bird.
Yeah, dark. And there isn't like...
There isn't that much you're going to find. That you're going to be attracted to anyway.
Yeah.
That's done bird. But females will never understand how a man's brain thinks that's gone to prison.
Yeah.
Because females are just like, oh, why don't we just do this? Why don't we get in a relationship? Why don't you settle down? Why don't we go out? Why don't we do this? But it's like, I'm still battling stuff that, like, I don't even understand yet.
Yeah, big echo. So it's like we've got the physicality of adults or whatever not, but the XP still gotta get gained. So for example, picture wedding, because they say wedding is like prison again. It's like incarceration again, and we fear now like any form of control or incarceration. So we think that we're giving autonomy away should we do these acts.
Yeah.
So we're very selective with who we're going to give our long-term time with. Yeah. So we're here for a good time and not a long time, essentially, when we've come out of prison.
100%.
And then these women, they see us and because they're very visual. When they see you in that short space of time, they see what could be, what could transpire in a short space of time. Here you are representing it, looking like it could be that. And then now you're saying, I need to gather my bearings. I need to. And it's very confusing. I can imagine
like,
the confusion. Yeah.
And it's like, one thing I'll say, females, please understand that your man, your spouse, your ex, whatever, has been sitting in a cell by himself for years.
Yeah.
You know, with no affection, with no hugging, with no kissing. Okay, cool, you might come up once or twice a month and give me a hug and this and that, but we're living this 23.5 hours a day. Do you know what I'm saying? So the walls don't talk back.
No.
Remember that. The walls has no emotion. The walls can't hug us. The walls don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? So when we're in this cell, 4 walls, and we're in the middle, we're absorbing the energy of the cell. Do you get what I mean, bro? And it makes us numb. You know, feelings gets lost. Emotions gets lost. Understanding gets lost. Being sympathetic gets lost. Caring gets lost. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gone. And then it's like you come home and the girl wants you to be caring. She wants you to have feelings, have these emotions, show me affection, show me love. Why you don't want to... It's like it's too much. Calm down. Let's just... Let me...
Yeah.
You get me? It's like a female needs to understand that they need to allow a man that's come out of jail to actually, like you said, I'll use your phrase, build your XP score.
Yeah.
Get to know himself again.
Yeah.
Love himself again.
Yeah.
Build his own confidence again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between coming out and looking well. Yes, you're hench. Yes, you look healthy. Yes, you got good hair. This and that. That's all good. That's all in the physical.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But most of our traumas, our problems are not in the physical. It's all internal. You're not going to see it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that's where that clash is. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope that, helps people understand. For the mandem, I hope I was a bit accurate, and hopefully your missus can watch this episode and she's going to ring you tonight and be like, babe, I get why you like how you are. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Because girls don't understand what turns a man into who he is when he comes out of jail. It's all about, let's settle down, let's do this and that. It's like, bro, man's really fighting demons. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've done that time way longer than me at one time. And you're agreeing with me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I need to get a panel here one day with Mandem that's just gone to jail.
I hear it,
and Geldon that's gone to jail.
Yeah.
And we can sit here and have a big discussion to help people understand why people think how they think and behave how they behave.
It's true, because it's unspoken about love, life after prison, or love after prison, all that. It's like, it takes a special kind of soul to have that kind of patience for you to walk that road with you. So that's, if you're, I want to echo to this, add this on, if anything, if you're single and you're able to make the conscious decision, if you're in there already, let's just pray to God it works out. But if you're single and able to make that decision, I would say date older. If you're not going to date older, date someone that's done the shadow work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because it takes someone that is that empathizes with your case to give you that kind of remit to
100%.
We give you the incubation. That's why I say date older, because they understand about the incubation period. Because these people that don't are the people that have not castrated themselves from the group yet. They've not, you know what I'm trying to say? So when you're doing something that's different, i.e. you're 30 and how dare you not want to be married or not be like, that means they believe there's a manual to this sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? But then someone that's done the shadow work has realized, wow, I thought life was like this. I've been humbled. I've realized it's not like this, and I've had to realize define my own version. So they'll give the same space that they've given to themselves for another person. I've given myself the time to define what life is like for myself. Now for you. Do you get? And that's the type of only type of company that I personally want to be around right now.
Yeah. What do you want your legacy to be? How would you like people to remember you?
All right. Whereas before I used to think that violence, war, conquering had a long and lasting legacy. Now I've realized what is the true lasting thing, what continues. It's just energy.
Yeah.
It's just energy.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just like, if someone is wearing Air Forces 10 years ago in 2006, if he done it so well, and wore it in a way like that, it's going to come back in swings. I thought I saw stuff happen back then that I would never see again, and it's coming back. Harachis or the flares.
Avrex.
I came home and I was wearing bootcut jeans. They teased me. I came home, but literally the next year, the bootcuts came back and the flares.
You said they teased you?
Yeah, they teased me. I came home, I was wearing the Levi bootcuts. They said, broski, no, I'm wearing the boot. I want tight jeans now, man.
Yeah.
We'll get you some nice thing. And then look, people are picking it. People used to diss me for having the peaky hair, leave the rubbish outside my house because I had the big lips. But I'm coming on, people doing the Botox. Like, the girls have got the BBLs. This is black features. This is, things like, and it's like, oh, okay, things happen in swings. So I don't trust anyone when they say, oh, I'm going to be like this in 10 years, or I believe this and that, unless you've done the inner work, the shadow work, because you don't know discernment yet.
No, that's true.
Do you get it? So it's like, all right, it's cool.
Stayfree Capo, I want to say thank you for coming on to GloTalks today.
Yeah.
I'm definitely want to invite you over again.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to get a panel here.
Sure.
And, we can have discussions. We're going to pick each other's brains, share ideas. But I'm definitely going to invite you back here again when the time's right.
Merci, man. Thank you.
No problem at all. You've just heard the story of a man who's lived through what most people wouldn't survive. Stay Free came from a world of pain, war, poverty, gang life, prison, broken family, and deep mental health struggles. But today, he sat here and owned every part of it. Not to glorify it, but to be real about it. He's not chasing sympathy. He's not asking to be saved. He's a man who's taken everything thrown at him and is still standing, still figuring life out, still trying to build something that matters. From being stabbed, sectioned and sentenced, to now exploring art, music, healing and creativity, this episode is a reminder that your past doesn't define your future. That was Stay Free, and this is GloTalks, where real stories get heard.